Hi now.
Hi, hi. So, how are you guys?
Fine now. How are you now?
Okay, that's good. Hi, sir.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
Fabulous. How about you? How is family? How is everything? Everyone is safe?
Fine, fine. எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருக்கோம். நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
மிக்க நன்றி சார், ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கேன். தேங்க்யூ.
தூத்துக்குடியில தானே இருக்கீங்க?
என்ன சார்?
இப்ப தூத்துக்குடியில இருக்கீங்களா? வேலையில
நான்
இருக்கீங்களா?
அப்ராட்ல இருக்கேன் சார். ஒரு ஆன்சைட் ப்ராஜெக்ட்டுக்கு வந்தேன். மிடில் ஈஸ்ட்ல இருக்கேன்.
ஓ, வெரி குட், வெரி குட், கிரேட். தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் கிவிங் டைம். அங்கிருந்து இவ்வளவு பிஸியில பேசுறீங்க.
சார் அதெல்லாம் பிஸிலாம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை சார். உங்களுக்கு நீங்க எப்போ கேட்டாலும் நோ ப்ராப்ளம்.
நாங்க வந்து we are very much happy with Tamil's progress and doing well. Extremely happy, Tamil.
தேங்க்யூ சார், தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் இன்வைட்டிங் மீ. அதுவே ரொம்ப பெரிய விஷயம். ஏன்னா எங்க கிளாஸ்ல என்ன சொல்றது, நிறைய பேர் இருக்கிறாங்க. ஐ மீன் மோர் தென் மீ. ஸோ இன்வைட்டிங் மீ இஸ் யூனோ
யாரு வேணாலும் பேசலாங்க. ஆனா தமிழோட ஸ்பீச்சும் உங்களுடைய எப்படி நீங்க சேஞ்ச் ஓவர் பண்ணி இப்படி வந்திருக்கீங்கிறது தான் இப்ப இருக்கிற பசங்களுக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். மோர் ஓவர் நாட் ஒன்லி டு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், we as a faculty also realize that lot of talents are hidden inside our students. ஸோ அது வந்து நம்ம ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு 3 இயர்ஸ்ல அவங்களுடைய திறமையை வந்து நம்ம வெறும் மார்க்க வச்சு எடை போட முடியாது, கணிக்கவும் முடியாது. பட் த ஆட்டிடியூட், நம்ம வந்து குரோ ஆகணுங்கிற அந்த ஆட்டிடியூடோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் நீங்க இன்னைக்கு வந்து சொல்லுங்க பசங்களுக்கு. தட் இஸ் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்.
First of all, thanks for giving me this opportunity and through Sundaram sir and
வருவாங்க தமிழ். ஐ திங்க் இன்னொரு 3-4 மினிட்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஜாயின் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஃபார்முலா அவங்க ப்ரொசீட் பண்ணுவாங்க.
ஷூர் சார், வெயிட் பண்ணலாம் சார், ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
ஓகே, ஓகேங்க. இப்போ அங்கெல்லாம் எப்படி, நீங்க எப்ப போனீங்க மிடில் ஈஸ்டுக்கு? கோவிட்க்கு முன்னாடியே போயிட்டீங்களா?
சார் நான் மார்ச்ல வந்துட்டேன் சார். ஒரு மார்ச் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீக்ல வந்துட்டேன். இங்க வந்து ரொம்ப நாள் இருந்தோம். அப்புறம் 1 மந்த்ல திரும்ப வர்ற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. ப்ராஜெக்ட் எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் ஆச்சு. அதோட அந்த கோவிட் பிரச்சனை வந்ததுல இருந்து ஃபிளைட் எல்லாம் ஃபுல்லா நிறுத்திட்டாங்க.
ஓகே,
அது அப்படியே போயிட்டு இருக்கு சார். அப்புறம் ப்ராஜெக்ட் இருக்குது. இப்போ கூட ரோபோட் கூட தான் உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்கேன்.
வெரி குட். சரி,
ரோபோட்டை கூட காட்டல, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
ஓகே, கிரேட், கிரேட், எக்ஸலென்ட். நான் பார்த்தேன், ஒரு போட்டோ அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கீங்க.
அது கூட தான் உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்கேன்.
ஓ, வெரி குட், வெரி குட். என்ன யூஸ் பண்றாங்க இது?
இது பெப்பர் சார். ஆக்சுவலா இது வந்து சாஃப்ட்பேங்க் ரோபோட்டிக்ஸ், வேர்ல்டுல நம்பர் 1 ரோபோட்டிக்ஸ் கம்பெனி. அது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நினைக்கிறேன். அவங்க தான் இப்போ பாஸ்டன் டைனாமிக்ஸ்லாம் கையில் எடுத்துருக்கேன். அதோட ப்ராடக்ட் தான் இது. இது ஒரு கமர்ஷியலைஸ்ட் அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு வேண்டி ஃபுல்லா ஆண்ட்ராய்ட்ல தான் எல்லாம் ப்ராஜெக்ட் இருக்குது. ஸோ அது அதில் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம் சார். அது டீம் மேனேஜ் பண்ணி அப்புறம் கிளைண்ட்டுக்கு நிறைய இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இருக்கு சார். இது ஃபுல்லாவே வந்து என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு கிரீட்டிங் அப்ளிகேஷன், அப்புறம் ஒரு ரிசப்ஷனிஸ்ட், அப்புறம் நிறைய பர்பஸ்க்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் சார். ஸோ நல்ல காஸ்ட்லியான ப்ராடக்ட். காசு இருந்தாலும் நான் இந்தியாவில் எவ்வளவு ட்ரை பண்ணோம், பட் யார்கிட்டயுமே இல்லை. இங்கேயுமே யாருக்குமே அவங்க கொடுக்கல. அது எப்படியோ இங்க இருந்து வேற யூரோப்ல ஒரு தேர்ட் பார்ட்டிட்ட இருந்து வாங்கி அப்புறம் அப்படியே பண்ணிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதோட ப்ராஜெக்ட் போயிட்டு இருக்கு சார்.
ஓகே, ஓகே, வெரி குட், வெரி குட். வீட்டுல நல்லா இருக்காங்களா?
நல்லா இருக்காங்க சார். ரொம்ப நன்றி. அப்புறம் எங்க கிளாஸ்ல யாரு கூட டச்ல இருக்கீங்களா சார்?
உங்க மக்கள் நிறைய பேர் டச்ல இருக்காங்க. இப்ப லாஸ்ட் வீக் வந்து நம்ம வி கண்டக்டட் அலுமினி மீட். உங்க பேட்ச்ல இருந்தெல்லாம் வந்திருந்தாங்க. குரூப்ல இருக்கீங்களா நீங்க? நம்ம வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப்.
நான் ஹாஸ்டல் குரூப்ல இருக்கிறேன். நான் அவ்வளோ இன்னொரு குரூப் உண்டு, அதுல இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் சார். நான் அவ்வளோ வாட்ஸ்அப்லாம் போறது இல்லை, நிறுத்திட்டேன். அதனால ஹாஸ்டல் குரூப்ல மட்டும் இருக்கப்ப நான் அது என்ன சொல்றது, ஹாஸ்டல் குரூப்ல மட்டும் இருக்கிறேன் சார். வேற எந்த குரூப்ல என்ன இல்லை. ஒருவேளை அதனால எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கா இருக்கும்.
அந்த குரூப்ல இருந்து வந்திருந்தாங்க கொஞ்சம் பேர். எல்லாம் ஹையர் ஸ்டடி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க நிறைய.
ஆமா சார். நானே கண்டிப்பா.
ஆமாங்க, எல்லாம் எம்எஸ்.
ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி என்ன சொல்றது, நிறைய பண்றாங்க சார் எங்க கிளாஸ்ல எல்லாம் மாஸ்டர்ஸ். அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும் போட்டோகிராஃபர், அப்புறம் சினிமா டைரக்டர்.
ஆமாங்க.
ஒரு பன்முகத்தன்மை கொண்ட ஒரு மக்களா மாறிட்டு வராங்க.
அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேட்ச் வந்து பன்முகத்தாழ்வார்கள் எல்லாருமே. நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி எல்லாருமே அவங்களுடைய பேஷன். நாங்க ஒரு விஷயம் நல்லா லேர்ன் பண்ணது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேட்ச்ல இருந்து. மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் தம் ஆர் வெரி சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் நவடேஸ் ஒன்லி பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தேர் ஆட்டிடியூட் அண்ட் பேஷன். ஸோ அது வந்து வாட் எவர் த லேர்ன்ட் இன் பிஎஸ்சி அதை பேஸா வச்சுட்டு சூப்பரா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க பல மடங்கு. இன்னும் சொல்ல போனா அப்பனுக்கு பாடம் சொல்லும் முருகனை போல எங்களுக்கு வந்து இன்னைக்கு நான் ஒரு நிறைய பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். மெஷின் லேர்னிங் அந்த இதுல எல்லாத்துலயுமே வந்து அவங்கள வச்சு நிறைய கிளாஸ் பண்ணணும். எங்களுக்கும் கொஞ்சம் அப்டேட் பண்ணணும் நிறைய டெக்னாலஜிஸ், நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் பெனிஃபிட் ஆகணும்ட்டு we are having some ideas. Hope we will touch with you so you can connect us with the...
நீங்க எப்போ கூப்பிட்டாலும் வரேன் சார், அதெல்லாம் கேள்வியே கிடையாது.
ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ தம்பி. எனக்கு எக்பெக்ட் சாப்பிடல உங்க ஞாபகம் தான் வரும்.
அப்படியெல்லாம் ஒண்ணும் இல்ல சார்.
தமிழ் வந்து நீங்க கோயம்புத்தூர் வரையில நம்ம இன்னொருக்கா போய் பிடிச்ச ஃபுட்டை சாப்பிடுறோம்.
கண்டிப்பா சார், கண்டிப்பா. நானும் எங்க கிளாஸ்ல என்ன சொல்றது, நான் பண்ண ஒரே தப்பு, அந்த கிராஜுவேஷன் டைம் முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் யாரு கூடமே டச்ல இல்லை சார். ஒரு 2015 ஜூன் 6 ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. அந்த அப்பதான் எல்லாரையும் பார்த்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் 2020 5 வருஷம் ஆயிடுச்சு, நான் ஒருத்தரை கூட நேர்ல பார்க்கல. பெரிய செட்பேக். கண்டிப்பா பார்க்கணும் சார், கூடிய சீக்கிரம் போய் எல்லாரையும் பார்க்கணும்.
டெஃபினட்டா. நாங்க வந்து we are also planning to have one alumni meet. நம்ம இதுல வச்சு எல்லாத்தையும் இன்வைட் பண்ணலாம்ட்டு.
கண்டிப்பா நான் வரேன் சார்.
வாங்க, கண்டிப்பா வாங்க.
நான் அதுல யாருமே பார்க்கல. கொஞ்சம் பேருக்குலாம் கல்யாணமே முடிஞ்சிடுச்சு. அதெல்லாம் சொன்ன பிறகுதான் எனக்கே தெரியுது, அப்படியா இவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் கல்யாணம் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு.
ஓகேங்க. நாங்க மேக்ஸிமம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேட்ச்ல எல்லாரோட மேரேஜுக்கும் போயிடுறோம் மிஸ் பண்ணாம.
கண்டிப்பா சார். நானும் போகணும்னு தான் நினைச்சேன். அதுல ஒரே ஒரு இன்விடேஷன், 2 இன்விடேஷன் வந்தது. அது ரெண்டுமே போக முடியாத சூழ்நிலை. மத்த அது போக இப்போ கேர்ள்ஸுக்கு எல்லாம் ஏதோ 2-3 பேருக்கு மேரேஜ் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு சொன்னாங்க. அது எனக்கு தெரியல. அப்புறம் நான் லிங்க்டின்ல மட்டும்தான் சார் இருக்கிறேன், வேற எந்த சோசியல் மீடியாலும் இல்ல. அதுதான் பெரிய பிரச்சனை. கூடிய ஏதாவது எங்கேயாவது அக்கௌண்ட் ஓபன் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அப்போதான் எல்லாமே எல்லாம் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னு தெரியும்.
ஆமா, லிங்க்டின் வந்து நல்ல ப்ரொஃபஷனல் யூஸ்ஃபுல் சோசியல் மீடியாங்க, which will not waste our time. That is true.
ஆமா சார், சீரியஸா சார். நான் பார்த்த எல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, ஃபேஸ்புக், இன்ஸ்டா எல்லாமே வந்து ஓகே, அதுல நல்லதும் இருக்குது, அதை ஒழுங்கா பிசினஸ்க்கு பயன்படுத்தக்கூடியவங்களும் இருக்கிறாங்க. போட்டோ எடுத்து டைம் பாஸ் பண்றதும் இருக்கு. என்ன சொல்ற, நீங்க சொல்றது கரெக்ட் தான் சார். லிங்க்டின் ஆனா அதுல வந்து எதுவுமே பண்ண முடியாது. வேற யாராவது ரிப்போர்ட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க. ஏன்னா சில பேருக்கு அதனால கரியரே போனதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. அதனால அவங்க அந்த ஒரு ரெப்யூட்டேஷனை மெயின்டைன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. அதனால லிங்க்டின்ல அவங்களுடைய சுயசரிதையெல்லாம் நமக்கு தெரியறது இல்ல. கிளாஸ்ல எல்லாம் நான் இங்க ஒர்க் பண்றேன்னு போடுறாங்க, அவ்வளவுதான். எங்க கிளாஸ்ல லிங்க்டின் அவ்வளவு யாரும் ஆக்டிவா இல்ல, அதனால எனக்கு தெரியல.
இல்ல ஈவன் எங்களோட with alma mater அது அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. அதனால டெஃபினட்டா நம்ம டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டும் ஒரு லிங்க்டின், ஃபேஸ்புக் எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ரெடி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஐ திங்க் இருக்கு, பட் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஆக்டிவா இன்வால்வ் பண்ணி வில் மேக் சம் டீம்.
ஆமா சார், நீங்க பண்ணலாம் சார். லிங்க்டின் ஒரு நல்ல ரிசோர்ஸ், அதுல நிறைய பண்ணலாம் சார். என்ன சொல்றது, இப்போ இருக்கிற பசங்களே லிங்க்டின்லாம் ஒரு அக்கௌண்ட், சின்ன பசங்க இப்போ படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கிற காலேஜ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் ஜாயின் பண்ண உடனே ஏதாவது பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு லிங்க்டின் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி அவங்க ப்ராஜெக்ட் அதுலயே போட ஆரம்பிச்சிடுறாங்க. அவங்க தேர்ட் இயர் வரும்போது ரெக்ரூட்டர் அதுல வந்து சரி நீ வா நான் இன்டர்ன்ஷிப் தர்றேன், அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய இதெல்லாம் நடக்குது சார். நானே அந்த மாதிரி பார்த்து ஒரு 19-20 வயசு இருக்கிற பசங்க, தேர்ட் இயர் செகண்ட் இயர் படிக்கிறவங்க எல்லாம் ஈஸியா அவங்க ஆஃப்லைன் ப்ராஜெக்டே பண்ணி காலேஜ் முடியும் போது ஒரு பெரிய கம்பெனியை பார்த்து பிளேஸ் ஆயிடுறாங்க, இல்லைன்னா ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஆரம்பிச்சிடுறாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரிலாம் லிங்க்டின்ல நிறைய இருக்கு. அதே ஃபேஸ்புக், இன்ஸ்டாலெல்லாம் அந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு இம்பாக்ட் இருக்குதா எனக்கு தெரியல. ஆனா லிங்க்டின்ல இருக்குதுன்னு தோணும். லிங்க்டின்ல இருக்கு, அது ஒரு ஓப்பனா தெரியுது சார்.
கரெக்ட். எப்படி இருக்குங்க இப்ப இந்த ரோபோட்டிக்ஸ் ஃபீல்ட்? ரொம்ப பிடிச்சு போச்சு உங்களுக்கு?
என்ன சார் சொல்றது, உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் நான் எப்படி படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன்னு. எப்படி சொல்றது,
அது முக்கியம் இல்லைங்க.
ஒரு
நமக்குள்ள இருக்க அந்த டேலண்ட் வந்து எப்ப வேணாலும் வெளியில வரும். அது வந்து நேரம், காலம், நம்ம கூட யாரு இருக்கிறாங்க அப்படிங்கறத பொறுத்தான ஒழிய மத்தது ஒண்ணு இல்லை. பட் அந்த ஒரு இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு அப்படிங்கிற பண்ண முடியும், நம்ம வந்து நல்ல சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா வரலாங்கிற ஒரு கிரேட் இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் ஐ ஹோப் யூ வில் கிவ் டு மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் நவ். நிறைய பேர் வந்து எல்லாருமே வந்து டேலண்டட் கைஸ். when they are in their own schools, அப்போ வந்து அவங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பொசிஷன், செகண்ட் பொசிஷன் அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தாங்க. ஆல் ஃபர்ஸ்ட், செகண்ட், தேர்ட் when they meet together, இப்போ வந்து யார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யாரு செகண்டுங்கிறத விட யார் நல்ல டீம்ல ஒர்க் பண்றா, அந்த வெரி குட் ஆட்டிடியூட், சீக்கிரம் கெட்ட விஷயங்களுக்கு கிராப் ஆகாம, படிக்காம இருக்கிறது வேற, சும்மா இருக்கிறது வேற. பட் நம்ம வந்து we need not to trap into bad things. அந்த டெவில் ஃபோர்ஸஸ் போகாம இருக்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அது மட்டும் இருந்தா போதும், சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லாகி வெளியில வந்துடலாம்.
நீங்க சொல்றது கரெக்ட் தான் சார். அது என்ன சொல்றது, எங்க கிளாஸ்லயே பாத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன உங்களுக்கே தெரியும், நான் சொல்ல வேண்டியது இல்லை, 4 வருஷம் எங்களை பாத்துருக்கீங்க. எல்லாமே அவங்க எல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, அவங்க சிஜிபி வயசும் சரி, நாலேஜ் வயசும் சரி, எல்லாருமே வந்து ஒரு 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 ஸ்டார் மாதிரி தான் இருந்தாங்க. நம்ம தான் ஏதோ ஒரு, நான் தான் ஏதோ ஒரு என்ன ஏதோ பண்றானுங்க, சிஜிபி ஒரு லாஸ்ட் ஒரு 1 வீக் படிக்கிறானுங்க, சிஜிபி நல்லா வருது. அப்புறம் நிறைய இதெல்லாம் இருந்து சார், ப்ராஜெக்டும் பண்றானுங்க, நிறைய பண்றாங்க. அப்புறம் நம்ம ஆர்ஐ அசோசியேஷன் கூட நிறைய ட்ரை பண்ணாங்க, அப்புறம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் யூனியனுக்குலாம் ட்ரை பண்ணாங்க. கடைசி நம்ம கிளாஸ் தான் அந்த கூரத்தாழ்வார் அவார்டு, இது அப்புறம் நிறைய அவார்ட்லாம் வாங்கினீங்க. அதெல்லாம் நான்
அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு கூரத்தாழ்வார் அவார்டு வாங்கிட்டாங்க தமிழ் நம்ம பசங்க.
சார் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு. அப்ப நீங்க சொல்றத பார்த்தா நீங்க என்ன அந்த லீட் எடுத்து நல்லா கொண்டு போயிட்டு இருக்கிறீங்க நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
நிறைய போறாங்க இப்ப, நிறைய டீம் நிறைய சேர்ந்துட்டாங்க இப்ப, ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் அதர் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் வெளியில இருந்து. ஸோ நம்ம டீம் இப்ப கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ராங் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ எல்லாரும் வந்து போயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் இப்பவே ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ் அது இதுன்னு கலக்குறாங்க, நிறைய பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஒன்லி திங் லைக் சீனியர் கைஸ், உங்களோட ஒரு கைடன்ஸும் பிளஸிங்ஸ் இருந்தா போதும், அவங்க எல்லாரும் மேல வந்துருவாங்க.
உங்க பிளஸிங்ஸ் தான் சார் ரொம்ப முக்கியம், டீச்சர்ஸோட. எங்க பிளஸிங்ஸ் என்ன சார் இருக்கு?
அவங்க வந்து லீட் தானே, ஜஸ்ட் வில் கிவ் லீட். அந்த லீடை வந்து சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா கன்வெர்ட் பண்றது உங்க கையிலையும் நம்ம உங்க சப் ஜூனியர்ஸ் கையிலையும் தான் இருக்கு.
கண்டிப்பா சார், எல்லாம் இறைவன் செயலால் நல்லது நடந்தா சந்தோஷம் தான். பாப்போம் சார். எல்லாம் நாங்களும், நானே யாரு கூட கிளாஸ்ல டச்ல தப்பா எடுத்துக்கிறீங்க. என்ன சொல்றது, இப்பதான் முத ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் பிஎஸ்ஜில இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த ஒரு டீமோட பேசுறதுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் கிடைச்சு. நான் எங்க கிளாஸ்ல கூட யாரு கூட குரூப் கால் ஒரு லாஸ்ட் 5 வருஷமா பண்ணது இல்லை. அது என்னன்னு தெரியல சார், அப்படியே ஒரு சூழ்நிலை காரணமா அப்படியே ஒரு நான் வேற ஒரு டைமென்ஷன்ல அப்படியே போயிட்டேன், என்னவோ போயிடுச்சு. அவங்க எல்லாம் அப்படியே ஒரு குரூப்பா போயிட்டாங்க. அது என்னன்னு தெரியல, ஒரு டச் எல்லாம் போயிட்டு நானும் திரும்ப அந்த ஒரு கனெக்ஷன் எப்படா கொண்டு வரலாம் அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். யாருக்காவது கல்யாணத்துக்கு போகலாம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா அவங்க கல்யாணம் பண்ற டைம்லாம் வந்து நம்ம போக முடியாத நேரமா இருக்குது. சரி, இப்ப இனிமேலாவது கல்யாணம் நடக்கும் போலாம் பார்த்தா இப்ப கொரோனா இருக்கிற பட்சத்துல கல்யாணம் நடத்துவாங்களான்னு எனக்கு டவுட்டா இருக்கு.
தனித்தனியா பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க, வீட்லயே
பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. அப்புறம் எப்படி நம்மள கூப்பிடுவாங்க? சரி, ஓகே, அவ்வளவுதான், பேட் லக்னு சொல்லிட்டு அப்படியே விட்டுட்டேன்.
Don't worry, we are here to connect you with the entire team.
சரிங்களா சார்? அதுதான் சார், அது அந்த ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, அவங்களோட ஒரு அந்த டச் இல்லாம போயிடுச்சு. கான்டாக்ட்ல இருக்கு, பட் பார்க்கணும் அவங்களும் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னு தெரியல. நீங்க எங்க கிளாஸ்ல யாரு கூட ஃப்ரீக்வெண்டா டச்ல இருக்கீங்களா சார்?
நிறைய இருக்காங்க தம்பிங்க. மோஸ்ட் ஒரு கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 15-20 பேரு வந்து ஃப்ரீக்வெண்ட் டச்ல இருக்காங்க.
கோயம்புத்தூர் அந்த பசங்க கண்டிப்பா டச்ல இருப்பாங்க தெரியும் சார். ஏன்னா ஸ்டார்ட் அப் அங்க இருக்குது. மத்த அது போக வெளியில யாராவது
சென்னை, பெங்களூர்ல இருக்காங்க. சென்னை எம்எஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. யுஎஸ், ஜெர்மனி. வாட்ஸ்அப் குரூப்ல அப்படி கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. நான் எல்லாத்தையும் கனெக்ட் பண்றேன்.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார்.
இப்போ நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாங்களா செஷன்?
யா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாம்.
RA office bearers formally the session. Thank you.
Please start.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being present today at this webinar hosted by the RA Association. I request the audience to kindly mute their audio and disable their videos throughout today's session to avoid any kind of disturbance during this webinar. If you have any questions for the speaker, please use the chat box and it will be answered at the end of the guest talk. Today, I am pleased to welcome Mr. Tamim Fauzan, an alumnus of PSG College of Technology, who did his Bachelor of Engineering in Robotics and Automation, 2015 batch. After his graduation, he went on to work with ISRO as an industrial engineering supervisor for a year and a half. He later worked as robotics engineer at Untrodden Labs. He was also a robotics research intern at Cyberworks Robotics Incorporated. He then became the technical lead at MTTC Tech, after which he became the technical lead robotics software developer at Center of Digital Excellence Private Limited. Mr. Tamim is currently the technical lead in robotics software development and autonomous vehicle research proven consult. We gladly welcome you today for this session with us, sir. Today, Mr. Tamim will be talking to us about frugal innovation, the art of transforming adversity into opportunity. With this, I request you all to give your full attention to him. Over to you, sir.
First of all, my sincere thanks to Sundaram sir, then Prabhakar sir, and Dr. B. Vinod sir. He is our head of the department. So, and especially Sundaram sir for giving me this, opportunity to deliver this, this session. So I'm highly privileged to have this opportunity, and I never expect this kind of thing earlier. And thanks a lot, Srinidhi, for this, auspicious and warm introductory for a person like me. So thankful to that, and my kind request, don't call me sir, just call me with a name. That is completely fine for me. So thanks a lot, Srinidhi. So I think we can start this session.
Yes, sir, we can start.
Give me 2 minutes time, please.
Okay.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Hello, no.
Just 2 minutes, guys. There is an error. I'll come back.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can everyone see my presentation?
Yes, no.
Can you is it visible to you guys?
Yeah, no, it's visible.
Okay. So the topic we are focusing on today's event is like frugal innovation. So what exactly frugal innovation? I mean, frugal, you all guys might know what is frugal. I mean, being very congested when it comes in terms of money or in terms of space or whatever it is. So why this frugal innovation is needed right now? Because for example, when you have any product or anything, nowadays people are looking for cost effective whatever products you take. So that is a main reason behind this frugal innovation. I mean, recently also I saw in LinkedIn there was one man. He was just 21 and he went to Paris in France, and he made more than 100 drones in different types using the waste materials. So when you compare people who are doing drones, I mean, in a commercial application, other startups, or whether it is any companies like DJI, which is Mavic or anything. So when they're working on that kind of things, they will invest tons of money. In this perspective, frugal innovation plays a vital role. But for a startup, while they were beginning, I mean, even I've seen many startups who were struggling to get funds. because whenever you have a startup in future, first you will go for direct funding, but that is not the right way. You have to make a prototype. To make a prototype, also you need to invest fuel some money when it comes to robotics or any hardware related startups, whether it is IoT or anything. So in this case, you need to be frugal. So whatever some people used to make eatable straws or maybe eatable cups. So these are all called frugal innovation. I mean, using some simple, very less resources at the same time, cost reduction, cost consumption is the main factor in this frugal innovation. So that is the main thing is needed when you go for a startup. So when you graduate, when you go for any startup, there you can see these kind of things. So this frugal innovation will play a vital role, whoever having startup or whoever is working in a startup, because they will try to reduce the cost for the hardware as much they can. Even when I was working in startup, I mean 2-3 startups. So there, what happened? The CEOs used to say us, we used to request them for Tegra boards, NVIDIA. So NVIDIA Jetson TX2, TX1, TK1, so whatever it is, and right now Nano came. So during those times when we request these kind of boards, these boards are more than, this Tegra boards are more than 70,000, 50,000. So whatever CEOs or CTOs used to say, don't buy these kind of boards. I mean, buy something which is less than that, like buy some Intel i5, i7 or something, some basic boards. Then we go with Intel Nuke. So in Intel Nuke also it goes beyond 50,000. So they said this is also not good. Buy some simple boards. Then finally they will come to your Raspbian board. So with that we can make a prototype just like a hit and run. But can we use this in any like kind of a end user application? Can you make a product and give to some customers or clients you have? That is not possible. You can give, but definitely 10 times, 20 times, when the recursion happens again and again, at the end of the day, maybe at the end of the week, it will definitely crash the whole firmware. So that is the main problem. So frugal innovation works only in certain areas. So our innovation and invention same. So what you can say, for example, we don't know what is a laptop, what is a computer some 70 years, 60 years back. So 60, 60 years back, 5 decades back, people don't know what is computer. So then computer came and many changes happened. So computer is an invention. And things like, then they started working on different things. They try to customize into a laptop. So this is innovation. For example, Apple is innovation by having a Mac OS or Microsoft. So these are all innovation. I mean, you're developing an application on top of the invention. So that is innovation. So innovation also comes in all format. For example, nowadays if we are having a TV in our home, earlier we have a TV. Right now we have a big LED or LCD screen, and we are enabled with YouTube and everything. We are having a kind of web connection is also there. So Wi-Fi connectivity is there. So this is called innovation. When you're adding some features on top of existing product, so there comes the innovation. So this is why many big companies like Apple, Qualcomm, and even Intel, Nvidia. So these companies are like this. For example, you can segregate the companies into two types. One is service-based and another one is product-based. In product-based companies, if you say Nvidia, Qualcomm, Intel, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Tesla, so SpaceX, these are all product companies. If you say service-based companies, you can say like Infosys, then Wipro, CTS, TCS. So, Robert Bosch, these are all service-based companies. So these people used to get a project or maybe develop a project and they used to go for a market. And they will get customers frequently. So their innovation is not that much. But when you go to this kind of product-based companies like the companies I said, the FANGs, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google, Qualcomm, these people are product-based companies. So the revenue as well as the reputation for a product company is always at a standard. But for a service-based company, it's not that much when compared to a product-based company because they don't have their own IP. But these companies, which I mentioned in the first, they have their own IP and they are sellable and they make real innovation. And for these people, they never do any marketing, any stuff. Have you ever seen, guys? Just a question I'm asking you. Have you ever seen any cinema star or any movie actor promoting Apple or Tesla or any other company? Could anyone answer here in TV? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can anyone answer me? So have you guys ever seen anyone, any cinema star or any politician or any TikTok star used to promote these kind of companies
No.
like Tesla, Google, Facebook products or Amazon products or Nvidia or Qualcomm?
No.
Yes or no? But at the same time, have you seen the products like Samsung, Nokia, not Nokia, Samsung, then this Micromax, then some Flipkart? Have you seen these kind of products? People promoting with doing actors as a brand ambassadors.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the difference between innovation and this is between a product and a service base. This Tesla, Elon Musk, or whoever it is, and even Jeff Bezos, they never Apple, they never hire any actors because their product is completely their own R&D. They made years of efforts, and that they make an innovation. Innovation is something like which no one ever does in the world. If you are bringing a feature in that, and they don't need anyone to market their product because people will automatically buy. If there is an Apple phone is arriving tomorrow, the new series, definitely we'll buy. If there is any update in Google Chrome, we'll definitely do in our mobile and laptop everywhere. Or same thing. Even right now, I'm working with a SoftBank robot. I think I showed. I don't know how many of you guys see, but so even in robotics also, I'll tell you where the problem. I developed a product from scratch. I mean, we developed a humanoid from scratch. So, that time we got a lot of knowledge. But we showed to people, they said, oh, that's great. Okay. They clapped it. But no one was ready to purchase it. No one was ready to buy it. But right now I'm working with Pepper. How many of you guys know Pepper robot? Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you are audible.
I couldn't hear you louder. Could you speak louder?
Yeah, no, you are audible now.
Yeah, so how many of you guys have seen Pepper robot? I mean, at least in pictures or videos or anything. So when we develop these kind of things, we didn't get a proper, when we develop a robot from scratch, we got something, but we didn't make money. But when at the same time, the clients were saying it is looking very awkward and awful, and people were not interested. But we are happy with the knowledge, but we can't make revenue. But right now I'm working with SoftBank robot. The cost of this robot is around around 23,000 US dollars. But in Europe they are purchasing. I mean, they are selling it for 20,000 euros. So if you want, I can show you the product also, guys.
Never robot, no same. SoftBank.
Pepper. Have anyone of you seen Pepper?
Yeah, I've seen the photographs.
Yeah, so that is a robot we are working right now, and I showed in the beginning
But SoftBank Robotics is also the manufacturer of Navo robots, no?
Yeah. They manufacture Navo, they manufacture Wiz. Pepper is their main product right now.
So we have Navo in our department.
Yeah, I have Navo. I think robotics department currently, even when I was pursuing my third year, I think they bought a Navo, which looks a red color or something. Right now, I don't know what it is.
We bought it and it is still here.
Yeah. So right now I'm in If it is possible, I'll show you at the end of the video the pepper which is standing next to me. So we are
If it
working on
is
a project.
possible, we have some issues in the Navo. Tamim could come here and do it, sort it out.
No, sir.
Why?
Actually, yeah, it is doable. So actually,
Okay.
that is the main thing.
Yeah.
So when we develop a robot from scratch, everyone was saying okay, but no one was ready to purchase it. But right now we are working in a SoftBank product. I mean pepper, which is cost around 20 lakhs of Indian rupees, not 20 exact, 17 to 20. We purchase it and we are customizing it. But the product is not in robotic side; it's completely into Android Studio, and they have their own SDK. So when these things happen and people started rushing, and there are 2-3 clients also, and they want to replace they want to place this at their showroom, like big some big vendors like Lexus, Mercedes, because it's just a show off product. It doesn't have any research, but the main reason is the quality of the product, because SoftBank robots always produce the best robots in the world. I mean, so far I have seen. So as per my knowledge, so there is a lot of difference between developing with a knowledge set of skilled people and set of people who are upgrading their skills. So the brand always matters a lot in every way. So that is the main thing. And so the frugal innovation about this lowering the complexity, I mean, we just have to reduce the cost wherever it is. But when it comes to robotics industry, I don't think we can't reduce anywhere. Maybe we can use many some second-hand products or used hardwares, but okay, but for research it is fine, we can buy something and we can do. But if we take for a long run, or if we take this to some some clients or some customers, that is not 100% possible, because even we have another one robot called this. So it is also provided by SoftBank. So it used to do vacuum cleaning. So there are many robots like iRobot is there. But when it comes to this, it is facing some issues while doing mapping also. So that robot is currently not with us right now. It is having some issues that are going on. So these are the things. So the main thing is like we can reduce cost consumption, but depends on the product. But when it comes to robotics industry, it's not 100% possible, but as much we can do. Even in this pepper robot, we are having some issues with the camera, because we requested for the camera is like Asus science, so that is not good. But nowadays, many people have upgraded to camera like Intel RealSense and many other things. So these cameras are having, these are depth cameras, and that can be used to 3D imaging, 3D visualization, and as well as SLAM topics is extensively used in these kind of cameras. So that is a main thing. So and for frugal innovation, we need change of mindset, and there are many disadvantages in frugal innovation also. I mean, the main thing is like the credibility of the product. I mean, you can't guarantee when it will crash. So that is a big issue, but it can be used wherever it is needed, but not in all the areas. So FI is not limited only to basic product. It can be used in customer-centric, new segment. Many other industries like even in car manufacturing and whatever it is, even in space research. Even in space research, recently we saw Tesla was launching their Falcon rocket, and it is reusable, and he made with very low cost materials when compared to all other space research organizations in the world. So, and it landed the human safely in the orbit, in the International Space Station. So probably there you can see how a frugal innovation works, because he found that only 2% of the cost would be needed if we make if we get the proper if you do proper manufacturing with the needed products. So then he tried, he failed 3 times. We all know his story. So their frugal innovation works, and the rocket is also reusable. Especially the cryogenic engine. So there is a main place frugal innovation work, and that is the best recent example I can tell you. So the values are like it is affordable, but not in all the cases. Simplicity will be definitely there. Quality we can guarantee, but not all the time. Sustainability is also same. It is there, depends upon the end user and the application. Optimization is 100% possible, and productivity can also be increased, but that too depends upon the funds you have and the clients you have. So these are all the major things. So for Frugal innovation is an emerging market, and these are, many other products you can see here. So that has been done. So this is the market for frugal innovation, like social movements, entrepreneurship, and wherever you want, these people are ready to fund for the. You can call this as like good investors also. They are ready to do. So I also seen some startup which was making some IoT product using some solid waste management system. So that was really good when I went for a competition. So for a startup competition last year, I saw, I think I noticed it. So he was just customizing the whole system in just 15 to 20,000 rupees. I'm not sure. So he didn't won the competition, but obviously his product worth it, and he do solid waste management, and he used some some very low cost hardware, and that also it was it was not used. It was not that much good. So in that case, yeah, frugal innovation works. Even in space industry, as I said earlier, it was fine, and it is a cheap and efficient solution. And this is the graph. And with respect to the cost, your performance and quality will increase. For example, if you buy an iPhone, or if you buy a OnePlus, or if you buy or any some Samsung or whatever it is, Micromax, with respect to cost, the quality will go high. In frugal innovation also same thing apply. As I said very low in the beginning, here cost may be effective, but quality we can't guarantee. That is depends upon the the developers that we have. When it comes to robotics, same thing apply. If we have the right people with the right skill at the right time at the right place, then we can also develop some unique set of applications with the robots or whatever drones and what we are developing. So depends upon the cost, the standards, and the quality will be varied. So the substantial cost reduction is there, and what you can say. So we can reduce cost as much we can when it comes to a conventional product and frugal innovation, which you can see here. So here, if we are spending 100%, and here it will be reduced as much we can. So the optimization level is also completely different, but the only problem is the functionalities will be missing here. You can see. So this is a major defect, and we can't give this. I forgot to say, we can't give all the features to a robot or even to any hardware or anything, any hardware related products when it comes to frugal innovation. Because in frugal innovations, when we will be spending less amount of money, and you can expect only that amount of features. We can't expect to perform like a like a tensor processing unit, like we have the Coral board for provided by Google. We can't expect that much processing speed. We can expect whatever it is there, but we can try to improve it if we have the proper knowledge to develop it. For example, we were working on a robot. So at that time, we were just using the NVIDIA boards, and it was running. So we want to improve the performance, but for that we need to buy another, the upgraded version of another board. So that cost around more than 50,000. Same thing. We are using the old ones. So what one of my friend from Qualcomm, and he was my ex-team lead. So he worked in NVIDIA. So he said to me, just learn GPU programming, parallel programming. So try to customize the NVIDIA boards, and there is a library called CUDA. So that library really reduces the time for any application. For example, if a robot has to move the arm it will take time to deliver an end application for 10 seconds. CUDA, if you use this library, and if we do parallel programming, and if we integrate the ROS, these ROS servers, so then definitely it will reduce the time. So we tried it. We succeed in that process, but then after we couldn't sell it, because the main reason is the ROS servers are having a lot of dependencies, as everyone you might know that. So I mean, doing parallel programming, parallel computing with raw servers is not that easy. So finally we dropped the plan. So this was happened. So there are, you can say, two broad capabilities. You can make a nano, or you can make something like this. But at the end, even nano is also a failed product. But this is really a good. But the innovation is there, but still we can't make. So there are many digital technologies that really boost frugal innovation. So especially the open source hardware, biometric authentication. In biometric authentication, recently one of my friend, my ex-teammate, have a project for this COVID. So what he did, he used a simple webcam, Logitech, and he developed an AI application, completely software. He did frugal innovation. So what he did is, nowadays because of this COVID, people are afraid to touch the keypads. So he made a AI and virtual reality based application. In this, I mean, it can be used in lift. It can be used in many offices for instead of touchpad. So what it does, you have to stand outside and the camera will be there. In front of that, there will be a display. It will show your face. At the same time, it will show some 1 to 9, 0 to 9 numbers. And you have to, it uses computer vision also. So you have to just take your hand and it recognizes the object. You have to just type the number. You have to just give the motion and it will just type the exact number. Then the door will open or the lift will run, whether goes up and down, depends upon the input that you're giving. In the using object recognition. So this is what happened. So this is a frugal innovation. He just used two things. He used an old LCD TV for display, and he used a Raspbian, and I'm sorry, I forgot to say. And he used a Logitech camera. All the three will not cost more than 50,000 also. So this is where frugal innovation works, and he used deep learning applications. So right now they are planning to sell for many lift companies like Sigma and also Otis. So this is where frugal innovation works. So Western business, Western companies have started, started pushing this frugal innovation market, because every hardware company is trying to reduce the cost as much they can, especially these. You can say this IoT based companies, or whether it is smart system. So they're trying to reduce the cost, because whenever the selling price is going too higher and people are very uncomfortable to purchase these kind of products, so that really have a very big issue. So and some people are trying to develop some good market, and the main market behind frugal innovation is solid waste management. So if you have any good idea, you can come up with a new plan, and whether you can do solid waste management using some, or you take some solid waste and you can develop any robot or any drone. That is also good. But the quality the quality is a questionable thing. So we need to try to focus on this thing. So there are few examples, like I said, nano. So it is having no radio, no signal, no passenger side mirror. So many issues are there. So many issues are there, but still it's an innovation. But they launched it very long years back. The cost is very less. We all know people were driving this, but people looks it as a cheap product, and the problem is there. But still, it's a innovation that you made a car less than this much money. It's just not even $2,000. So these kind of things were going around. So some people were developing some mobile refrigerator or something like that, which is portable. So these are also good innovation. These can be sellable, but that again, depends upon the features we give and the end user, and the people who will be purchasing this will be also not they might be capable to provide an amazing product there to afford that much money. So only the market is also good, but at the same time, it depends on the features, like I said earlier. So that's all. Like many countries and many people were promoting this frugal innovation. And in future also, if you guys have any good idea that you can develop a robot, an AGV or a drone or a swarm robot, or like sorry, not swam, as a underwater vehicle, or whether it is a kinematic, this manipulators, anything you can develop from a solid waste, or you can develop from a very cheap hardware, and you can sell it that too at a good cost. Then definitely you have a good market in future, and probably even I was also looking for that kind of innovation, because even right now we have this pepper robot, but some people are feared to buy this because they are saying like we can't invest 20 lakhs in one robot. So, but some people are about to come, where 2-3 people are on the line, like some showroom from Mercedes showroom and Lexus showroom, because they already have a lot of tons of money, but not everyone can afford this much thing. But at the same time, the quality is also there. So in future, if you guys get a good opportunity to develop any system uh, which is cost effective, with as much good features, with as much good quality, and the sustainability, then definitely you have a good space in future. So thank you guys. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if you have any questions, you can post me regarding to robotics, or regarding to your career, or frugal innovation, or whatever topic with pertain to robotics. I am ready to answer as much as per no as I mean as much I can as per my knowledge. Please go ahead. Whatever questions you have, you can post it right away. Hello.
Tami, meanwhile, can you show your like Navo robot, Pepper robot?
Yeah, sure, sir. That's
Let them prepare some questions and.
yeah. Can you see? So this is the robots. So right now in this, we are developing an application, simple application. So you can see.
Wait, please, coffee is coming.
So I think Vinod sir can see this.
Yeah, I can feel it. Thank you.
So this is a simple application. So
Hello, welcome to Brazil.
it will show this
What
kind
would you
of.
like to have?
So this is where I said frugal innovation doesn't work here, guys. Cost is too much. So tea, coffee, for whatever. So if I want this is.
Wait, please, green tea is coming.
So this will give an input to the other guy, so who will be a T-boy or something. From there, we are using some simple kinematics robot to deliver the coffee. So this is a simple thing, and likewise, we can use this in many places like education, research, or any kind of, for example, any chief guest is arriving, we can use this. We can use this in many showrooms. So many places. Right now, we are working on different applications, and the main thing is we have to partner with SoftBank. For that, we need to develop a graduation project, because SoftBank doesn't provide robots for Middle Eastern countries and Indian subcontinent. The reason is the credibility of the product will be a question. So this is what I heard from them when we had a meeting with them. So as you can see, so to get our partnership with SoftBank, we need to get graduation. So for that, we are working on some graduation projects also. At the same time, some client projects is also there. If we get graduation, SoftBank itself opens us many projects. Whatever clients they have, they will share to us in our region, and we can collaborate with them. And the product is also sellable. So this is what. So I hope is it fine for you, sir? Can you see this, or you want much closer?
Yes, fine.
So likewise, they have it, and it has some inbuilt application also, like show you on this one. It is the exact thing. The SoftBank Robotics Pepper. Can you see I mean, hi. Hi.
Hi, human.
Can you see that? Sir?
Yes, we could see.
Hi, Pepper. Hi. I mean, there is some issue, and I mean, the noise is too high. So that
As you can see, I'm a humanoid robot created by SoftBank Robotics. I'm a sophisticated combination of hardware and software designed to interact with humans and bring them joy. Would you like to hear about my impressive hardware, how I express and understand emotions, or my open development platform?
I hope you heard it. I mean, the noise is high, but still, I think you heard what it said. So it was the introduction of Pepper. I mean, it is giving by herself. Likewise, it does many applications. Right now, there is some error in this Android because it is a very old version, Marshmallow, I think. So we are working on that also. So, for example, if I want to send greetings, right? So I want.
Welcome to my Pepper greetings. Please choose a category.
So I'm just typing.
Good choice. Okay, you type in your first name, as well as the receiver's name, and I will create the person for you. Press send when ready.
So I'm giving. Sorry, mistake. So right now I'm just giving greetings to Sundaram sir. Let's see. Can you see, sir?
I am Pepper. I was told that you guys are fantastic and a very great family. So, please do me a favor. Stay cool as much as you do now. With love. Hope to meet you one day.
Yes, kissing.
And, oh wait, would you do me another favor? Please, share this also to your social network. Goodbye. You can now stop recording.
Yeah.
That was fun. I hope you like it. I wish you a great day. It was a pleasure meeting you, Thami.
You got it, sir?
Yes, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So likewise, if I want to present something to
I'm
someone,
flattered that you are so interested in me.
so I want to present something in front of some hundreds of people instead of, I mean, Pepper will present instead of I present in some what do you know, like projector or whatever it is. So at the same time, projector will be also running at the back. We have to connect it. If I want to take a selfie, or we can play. It will do some dancing motion
Yes,
also.
and please step back half a meter. And please make sure that I have enough space around me. I will dance for you the Arcadia.
It will dance right now.
Thank you.
So this is like guessing the pose. So likewise,
Yeah.
so likewise many things are there. We can play with them.
It's awesome that you want to play with me. Select excerpt, deactivate the camera mode. Activate the camera mode. Deactivate the camera mode.
So now I have to choose one.
Awesome. I prefer to be X.
So what do you want? Yeah. Take the charger. So 1 minute.
Okay.
Just take it. Yeah, go that side. So now I have to play with Pepper. So I choose 0. So it will play by itself.
It's a draw. Let's play again, please.
So it's a draw, right? So
It's great that you want to play with me. So I am circle. It's your turn.
so it is more smarter than us.
I won. Let's play again.
It won. So it has all the things. It's the number one humanoid, commercialized humanoid in the world. So I hope this is enough, sir. Fine.
Yes, Tamim, fine. One more thing, just I want to get a word from you.
Yeah, sure, sure.
When we ask a present generation, most of them are saying we don't know from where to start or how to go ahead. We don't have any idea about the future. What we are going to do. All these kind of spikes coming into their mind. But since you crossed that river, can you point out when these things will be clear and what are the factors that will make them become a confident guys?
Actually, sir, if I am giving a motivational speech, okay, for others, they do not know me. For you and Vinod, sir, it will be a funny speech, I think. Just kidding. Okay. So actually, sir, the main thing is, you know me very well since the first year also. So the main thing, since I was completing my graduation, I mean, since the third year, I would say, guys, I don't have any motive, and I was having a lot of arrears. I mean, supplementary exams since my third year, fifth semester. I was having 8. I added around. I just took the chat link and I posted in LinkedIn. Whoever from all the countries, everyone joined. Out of 257 participants, more than 120 were Indians, remaining were from abroad. So, then after what happened, that is the innovation I did, I will say. It's not a big thing, but still, I managed that group. That's all I did. Some people used to leave, some people will join. After 3-4 months, in that group, many experts were there. There was a guy named Linton Joseph. You guys might know him. He wrote many Ross books in India. So likewise, many guys are there. So in LinkedIn, I searched everyone and I gave them a request and to join this group. They joined, they left, they joined, they left. Then after 4-5 months, once this group got managed, I was not having even a lack of knowledge. I managed the group. Then by God's grace, it went very well. So I just post, if I have any doubts, I will post in the group. They will reply me within 1 hour. So getting a knowledge is very easy for me from these people than Google, because Google only gives you what it is there. It doesn't show what it is reality is. These people are experienced, and if I post something, they used to give me this link, learn this. They used to help me through PCs by accessing my PC using TeamViewer or AnyDesk. So right now I'm posting one question, but the people who are listening are more than 200. So anyone might be working on it. They used to come to me. They used to say, "This is the thing, man." I just managed the group. That's all I did. So from them, I learned a lot. So once I left that startup, what happened? I thought everything is fine. My team lead who left that startup, the guy whom I said, he didn't work for 1 year. Then after, he got placed in Qualcomm, one of the biggest MNCs in the world. Getting into Qualcomm is not yet that easy. And another one of my teammates, he went to Cisco. And another 2 of my teammates went to Amazon. Another one guy went to Silicon Valley. He was hired. So the team I worked with, everyone was like amazing, more than my classmates. So, I mean, I was like a clown in the team. So I used to learn a lot from them. Then I started deploying in my life. Then I started my own community. In that community, everyone was listening, and especially only for robotics, computer vision, deep learning, and machine learning, not any other topics. If you speak unnecessary topics, we will remove that person and block him. So this is what used to happen. So in that group of 250 people, I was, by God's grace, it was really fantastic, and it was going till now. And I started the same page in LinkedIn and in Slack also, but it didn't went well. But here, whenever I have an issue, I used to post them. They used to say me this thing. From that, I grabbed knowledge from all these 200 guys. I was keep on learning. So in this, I got a good mentors. So most of my classmates used to say that not my classmates. So far, I have seen people who have good money. They used to go for GRE or GMAT, and they used to go for masters in United States, UK, or Canada. So some of my classmates, and they were saying we are going to planning to go for Germany. In Germany, yeah, the good things are there. People are doing so many stuff. They used to give some exam and go. So I thought Japan is also, some people were, only one or two people were not in my class, in my network. So I saw that. So there also the cost is too high. You need to know language. Then in the network itself, there were many countrymen. Everyone were focusing, displaying their own innovation things. But still, there was one set of people whom I saw that never speak, but whenever they post something, that shocks the whole group. So that countrymen is very strange people, but still I would love to say they were Israelis. So when I started communicating with them, most of them they were from Intel in Israel. So what happened? The communication started growing. Then I thought that I want to do my research internship at Tel Aviv in Israel. So I tried for a research internship, and I found their ultimate cheeks. Whatever innovation we have today, if you take a pen drive, if you use a laptop, the Intel will be there. That will be done by them. The pen drive that we are using, that is done by them. So everything, even in robotics, they are doing amazing thing. The Intel RealSense camera that we are doing, that was done by the same set of people. So they were in that group. I used to communicate with them. They used to mentor me, guide me, do this, do that, do this, do that. As a knowledge hub. So I started learning a lot of things from these experts. So that really gave me an input. Okay, this is amazing. So without any differences, and I started dealing with them. Then I started to, I want to do my at least 1 year master's or research internship at that same place, same city. I tried, but unfortunately, so I got recommendation from some experts from Israel aerospace industries, but unfortunately, I couldn't make it happen. The reason is what you can say, due to some time delay and so many things are there. But then after I started working in a startup there, I developed the robot was developed from scratch, and we have to deploy some software. So many things happen. So there I learned a lot from these people, from the network, from the group I made, and everything. So moreover, I will say when the time passes, with respect to time, we have to struggle a lot. And if we don't have a good CGPA, if we have a good CGPA, then definitely maybe, so for most people it will be cakewalk. But people who don't have a good CGPA like me, we have to struggle something. We should not give up. With respect to time, things will grow and things will change. And you have to, it doesn't mean that if you go to a good MNC or a good thing, then your life is over. If you are placed in Google, this kind of companies, then it is fine. If you are placed in just some normal companies like the service-based companies, which I said very long back, that is not a lifelong journey. Right now, Corona came, many people were laid off. But still some companies are operating because of their reputation and the product value and the IP they have. So intent public offering. So what I would suggest is like, for people like me, it's very tough to manage for the rest of the 3 years which after I graduated. So then when I get to go with the right people, and I was in Delhi, so things started moving. Then that moment I came to know that then this robotics is having good value, and especially not till now, it's a fascinating technology. In coming years, it will occupy in many terrains of India. So that really motivated me. And as Sundaram sir said, that I was not that a bright student in college. I was just sleeping and I was not working well. But still, somewhere by everything, by my teacher's support, and I cleared the degree. So the only good thing that I had in my classes, when compared to my classmates, I don't say this as a proud. I'm not knowledgeable than them. I'm not intelligent like them. I'm not having good CGPA like them. But one good thing I had is I was very kind to all of my people who were there, including my professors, whether I study or not. I never had the very, rough attitude. I was kind to everyone. So this is the only good thing I will say. Apart from that, that everything is like going something which is not completely, absolutely right. So what I would say to you people is, if you have a good CGPA, it's good. If it is not, don't give up. Just with respect to time, things will change, but don't go in wrong direction. That's all, sir. Any other questions?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Tamim. You finished?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Tamim. You are a very good, kind human being. திருவள்ளுவர் ஒரு குறள் சொல்லிடுறேன்னா, நவில் தொறும் நூல் நயம் போல் பயில் தொறும் பண்புடையாளர்கள் தொடர்பு. நல்லவங்க 4 பேர் நம்ம கூட வச்சுட்டா நல்ல புக்கை படிச்சதுக்கு சமம் அப்படிம்பாங்க. This what you did and you succeeded, and you gave a beautiful message that the present generation students should have a networking with their own passionate field people, so that definitely they will be successful. And one more real example, our HOD having more than 10,000 connections in LinkedIn. So that 10,000 connection made our department to expand our wings to different part of the world, including in India. So that's the connectivity of our robotics and automation with this field. So it's a very good message to the students. You spend some time with the LinkedIn professional networking e-portal and try to create connectivity, get a contacts. Through them, you can do very good things like what Tamim doing. So I thank Tamim for accepting. Speaking from Middle East country, it's a very good happiness to all of us, all the faculty members. As Tamim said, he's a very kind person, he's a good human. So be like that and be a successful one. Thank you. I request to proceed as per your MC.
Okay, sir. With this, today's webinar comes to an end. Thank you very much, Mr. Tamim, for spending a valuable time with us. Your talk on frugal innovation was really motivating. We look forward for your support towards us. Thank you. I request the audience to give us feedback on today's session. The feedback form's link is in the chat box. I thank the audience for being really good listeners. I also thank the college management, Department of Robotics and Automation, and the RA Association for making this happen. Thank you, everybody, and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot, everyone, for this.
Thank you, Tamim. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vinod, sir. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye. Take care.